I got here, but
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be organizing the incredible mess that my pantry was. And if you like this video, if you find any motivation on this huge project that I took over, please subscribe so that you don't miss any more content like this. So without any further ado, let's just jump right in. So the start of this video are going to be these Members Mark flip lock containers from Sam's, which are basically dupes for the OXO containers, only that they're way more affordable. So I washed them before using them. Of course, everything needs to get sanitized before touching any kind of food, and as you can tell, it's 8 pieces for $29. Then I also went to the dollar store and got myself a bunch of white beans that I can combine, and many of them I can see through, which is really helpful because if they're not see-through, then it's going to be a problem to identify the things that it has inside. And in total, I think I spent $50 in this entire pantry transformation. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to just basically take everything off my pantry shelves so that I can classify things, toss whatever needs to get tossed, organize, clean, you name it. Now, a few months ago, I did organize my pantry, but we were recently moved. We didn't have that much food. We didn't have that many things. And so I didn't consider necessary to approach it with the method that I'm going to be approaching it today, which is going to be completely different. But at this point, I'm just desperate to find a system that works in my pantry, so I'm willing to give anything a try, except spending a lot of money, because I just don't think it's necessary. I set myself up a budget of $50, and that's what I spent on this pantry transformation, like I mentioned before. So this is how my kitchen looked like whenever I took everything off the pantry. I was gonna have like a cardiac arrest because of this mess, you guys, because it's not only organizing the pantry, it's tackling the mess and the debris afterwards. Is just really annoying. But I took a deep breath and a coffee and just put myself to work. I drew this pantry layout to have an idea on how I wanted to organize things, but you guys, this ended up being a joke. At the end of the day, I end up doing my own thing, working with the containers I bought, and you're gonna see everything, but I still wanted to show you that layout just to let you know that not everything goes as planned, but it's okay. So I'm going to wipe down the shelves of my pantry, and they are all lined up. I did that the first time I organized the pantry, and the liner looks good. It's still in really good stage, so I didn't see a need for replacing it other than just wiping it down very well. And as you can tell, I still left some stuff in the pantry, like those cans and condiments you see there, because I really did not have any more space in my house to just put anything else from my pantry. I'm kind of ashamed to show you this pantry, you guys, but it's just real life, and you just gotta make a prayer and get yourself to work. So the only critic that I have, or observation that I have for this containers, is the spaghetti container. It really did not left a lot of space for me to put the cap on, which needs to go on pressure, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's because I put a lot of spaghetti in there, and so it didn't have enough space to kind of like, I don't know, make space for the cap or whatever. Maybe it's my fault, but I did have a hard time putting that cap on that spaghetti container. But for the rest, I just use a lot of things. I use them for a lot of things that I use regularly on the kitchen, that I have a lot of rotation, so I know that I'm gonna use these things up before they expire. I take all expiration dates, and I also don't need to identify them because I know exactly what they are, and it's probably gonna work for me. Maybe I'll change it in the future, maybe I'll leave it like that. So once I have that done, I'm gonna start placing stuff inside the pantry, so I'm gonna let you watch that.
don't call me. I don't wanna I talk to you, I'm better off not talking to you. But why you trying to hold on, to hold on, to hold on? Wanna take a different lane, wanna play my own game, and I don't need your hair, so won't you let me go? Wanna take this ball and chain that you have put on me and throw it out the window. I think that you should let go, 'cause you know this is not meant to be. Let go. Maybe I should have known that you are not the right one for me. Let go. Let me go.
So as you can see in the previous clips, I was organizing all the things in different bins. I tried to categorize everything as best as I could and make them fit in the same bin. Sometimes that worked to perfection, some other times I kind of had to figure it out. And then the next thing I had to figure it out was the layout I actually wanted, because even though I drew that cute draw and layout on my notepad, I didn't want to have the containers or the type of bins mixed. So I had to figure that one out too. So you're gonna see me moving stuff around, thinking about things, and just being very indecisive. But it's all about me trying to figure it out, everything that looks visually pleasing yet functional. So as I go, I'm going to be filling other bins with other categories that I'm able to come up. And at the end, well, at this point, this is how I arrange the things, but this is going to change. I arrange all of our canned sodas and beverages down there, but that's going to change. And then in those bins, there are not clear bins. I just try to be very strict with the category I was putting in. So I used one for Nespresso coffees, one for candy, one for crackers, and another one for coffee. And then this bin right here is just for refills when it comes to flour, sugar, baking things. And then this other little bin right here are other types of refills as well. So I'm going to put all of those square bins in the top shelves so that they all look equal, and then I'm gonna put my refill bin up there too, because I don't have to reach for that all the time. Then the bins that are not clear, I'm going to put in the lower shelf so that you can see from the top what it is that's on the inside. And then that upper bin right there is just coffee. I know it's only coffee, so there's no way I forget what it is that I have in there. And then I'm going to arrange my vitamins and my clips, very important to have if you have bag things, right in that corner. And then my air fryer and my toaster oven, I don't like to keep those in my countertop because they do occupy a lot of space. I'm going to clean the floors of my pantry very well, and then I'm going to go ahead and move all the canned beverages into the lower shelf. When Luke saw this pantry after the big transformation, the first thing he said was, "Why do I have to go all down to the floor to just grab one can of soda?" And I'm like, well, that's what I was able to come up with. So the last thing I'm going to do is just to add some decor pieces into the pantry, which I think it's super cute. So that plant I got from Five Below years ago, and I'm just going to repurpose it in my pantry. And then those signs one that says y'all come eat, and the other one says pantry open 24 hours. Those I did myself, and you don't need a crooked machine or special lettering abilities or anything like that. I can show you how I make them. If you're interested, leave your request in the comments down below. And this is how my pantry ended up looking like. I was so happy with this project, but my work did not end here. I did still have to organize all the things that were in the pantry that were not supposed to be there, that were left in the kitchen. So it was a hard day of working, but I was super happy at the end. It's been 1 week since I organized this pantry, and it's been keeping up very well. So let's see in a few months how this system is working for me. The good thing is that if it doesn't work, at least I only got bins from the dollar store, right? So this is a closer look on the signs, and that's going to be everything for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope I can see you in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, bye.